Hello, everyone. I'm logging in or logging on, going live. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. A little earlier than planned, but that is just because I wanted to make sure everything was in frame. And well, I was just sitting here and I'm like, well, might as well just start. So I see a few of you already here. Let's see if it'll let me scroll up. Hi, Brooke, Dee, my coloring quest, Stacy, After 40, Emily, Valerie, Silverleaf. I think you got those so far. So yeah, we'll hang out for a bit while we wait for people to come in. But this is the book Destash. I think I did one a year ago. I hope it was a year ago. Otherwise, I've collected way too many books in under a year. Hi, Dawn and Carol, Melissa and Sonia. So how these work is I like to keep it fair. Well, I do like to do giveaways and give away to people who are on the stream. I also want to make sure those who missed the stream can actually, have a chance at winning some of these D-stash, because obviously I have viewers from all over the world and not everyone can come, and it's Father's Day, so I gotta be realistic. Hi, Mandy, Diamond Painting Peacock. I like that name. Sherry and Jan. So yeah, so how this goes, and Robin, is I'll be showing you every book that is in the D-stash. I'll do little flip throughs. Now keep in mind, some of these books are used. I've colored pages in them. Other books are not. It just kind of depends. And then, you'll get the pages, that I've colored with the book. And then how it'll work is at the end of the stream, there is a Google form that you will fill out, and you will have your name, email, and all that. And then I will just be using a random number generator to pick the winners from the Google form. And then the first place winner will get to pick as many books as they want from the D-stash list that fit in their medium flat rate shipping box. And then second place will do the same. They'll just start from whatever's left, and so on until the stash is gone. It's the same rules I had done on my last D-stash. And then, I'll go over the official rules here once we get closer to 10 o'clock and more people have jumped in. But yeah, some are used, some aren't used. I do have quite a few that are new. I have a couple that will be a little bit surprising that I'm destashing, but I'll explain why I'm destashing those. So yeah, and then hi to everyone who's just popped in. So let's real quick just go over the official rules. So on the live stream, we're not giving it away. This is just showing everything that will be given away. However, after the stream, leave a comment talking about which book is your favorite and you would love to win, and that will be one of your entries. Then you'll fill out the Google form, which is in the description below. As always, you must be 18 years or older, and unfortunately, you must be in the United States because I am using the flat rate shipping boxes, so there's only so much I can do there. I mean, the cost of me shipping these internationally would be ridiculous. Each winner will probably get anywhere from 5 to 10 books. It honestly just depends on which books they pick. But we're stuffing those medium flat rate boxes till they can't fit any more books. So it's just one of those things. So I can't tell you exactly how many each person gets. It depends on the book. And then, of course, you must be a subscriber of my channel, because this is my giving or gift, sort of, to my channel. And then keep in mind that this is not sponsored by YouTube or any of the artists or books that I am showing. I am solely responsible for this. Now, I will close entries Wednesday, June 21st. That's at noon Mountain Standard Time. And then, like I said, first place will get to pick their pick of the litter. And then once their box is full, they will move on to winner number 2. Now, the only thing with these destashes is that the winner does need to be willing to pay the shipping. Shipping for the flat rate medium box is about $17 to $19, I've noticed. It just depends on your zip code. Again, in the US only. However, you're going to be stuffing a ton of books into your box for way less than if you bought them yourself. So keep that in mind. But if you do not, or you're not willing to pay the cost of the shipping, then you just don't enter. Sorry. If I were to sit here and ship these, I think last time we had like 6 total winners, but I mean that'd be a couple hundred in shipping fees, and I can't do that, especially when you're getting a ton of books. And I don't know why I said 5 to 10. Usually it's 10 to 12 books you can stuff into a medium-sized box. So let's go through and I'll show you each book. I'll do a quick flip through, not a full flip through, because oh my gosh, we'd be here till next year. And then I'll kind of explain why I'm destashing them. But the biggest thing is I'm getting rid of a lot of my CreateSpace books. I've either repurchased the digital format or just haven't bothered because I haven't colored in the book. And then, yeah, we shall see. Hi, Kathleen, and anyone I missed. Okay, so first up in the destash pile is Whimsical Dreams by Demita Victoria. This is kind of like a chibi style. It's actually a really cute book. It is Amazon CreateSpace, so keep that in mind. Yes, I have a cough. I'm sorry. Allergies are not leaving me alone. Nothing I can do about it. Black backing, so not bad. It is the CreateSpace paper, though. I think this book is adorable, so I ended up going and buying the PDF version of this one. So that is why I'm getting rid of my physical copy. I am switching to quite a few PDFs to free up bookshelf space for one. Now there is one page that I did color in this book. However, what I did was I popped this page out, but so I'm going to end up keeping the page I colored just because it was on my cardstock, but you will notice in this one there's a loose page. Okay. Yeah, my allergies are awful. Okay, so here's a book that's actually pretty expensive to grab yourself on Etsy. So I'll be giving this one away as well. This is Emma's Tale. It's, excuse me, by Grazia Salvo. All right, I had to mute so I could cough. So this is a pretty cool book. It's not really meant to be an adult coloring book, but a lot of people use it as that. However, I just never got around to it. So we've got tons of little quotes and these pages you can color. It's actually a really fun one. I haven't gotten into it. So there's a little extra like bullet journal pages here and there. But yeah, this has sat on my shelf for over a year. And I've kind of felt like if it's not even like speaking to me whatsoever in a year, it's time to get rid of it. So this has not been touched whatsoever. This is brand new. So, well, it's a year old, but in new condition, I should say. So that will be in the destash. It's gonna get okay. Hang on a sec. I'm just grabbing them all at once. Okay, so I have a bunch of Yana Prosperina books I am destashing. Now, Yana Prosperina is like one of my favorite artists. So if you're asking why I'm destashing the books, like don't don't read that the wrong way. What I ended up doing was I worked with Yana to repurchase every single book that I have in printed form. And I bought her PDF editions. So I worked with her to do that. So I now own every single book of hers in PDF, and I'll be printing and spiral binding them. So let's go through the ones that I have from my Yana collection. that will be in the Destash. I'll remove all the little tabs and tags and stuff. They're in there because they were, you know, for like tags. I am hosting Yana in July 2023 again this year. So I will have that tag. So I've got to get all my new PDF books printed ASAP. But yeah, I'm just switching away from anything Create Space simply because I don't like the paper. I know a lot of you guys don't mind it, but honestly, like, it stops me from coloring in a book. So because of that, I'm just purchasing the PDFs instead. And then the artist gets extra income that way because they make more profit off their PDF editions. Okay, so first up is Fantasy Realm from Yana. Now this is a line art one, but it's still really pretty. Again, it's just the Create Space paper throws me off every time. So I've already purchased this one now in PDF format. So I will be printing that here soon. But yeah, it's a really cute one. Hi everyone coming in. All right. Okay. Next one is Witches. And I may not actually spiral bind all the ones that I have purchased the PDF for. I might just use my usual clip binding system so that the pages stay loose. But I just wanted the freedom to print the ones on watercolor paper or marker paper or the paper I like for pencils. That's just how I want to do it. So that's why you'll see some of my favorite artists being given away, but I'm giving away this because I already bought the PDF. I just bought all her PDF books this morning. There was like 20 something. So yeah. I like Yana too. Hi Sonette, and hi to anyone I might have missed. Sorry. All right, so the next one is Witch Season. This is actually one of my favorites from Yana. And again, all of these pages I want to color. It's just this stupid Create Space paper. So there is a colored page in here. So like I said, these are used. So some of these will come with pages colored. I don't know if I've colored too many in here. I often scan her pages and pull them out, but that seems to be the only one. So that's Witch Season. Okay, let me move these over there. Okay, and then I have Whimsical Darlings Halloween. I have the PDF now for this. These are super cute. It's like a cute series she started with these little whimsical ones. I love it. Cute little images all around. Hi, Emily. So yeah, and again, like this is one I would prefer to color with markers. So now that I have the PDF book, I'm just going to print it out all on my marker paper and then I can actually color it. It's just a pain scanning and whatnot. And the good news is because these Create Space books are going up in price on June 20th, you guys can actually get these for free now if they were on your wish list, because they're going to be $7.99 or higher starting June 20th. Okay, the next one is Autumn Coloring Book. I can't remember if I've colored anything in here yet. Oh, I started one. You'll have a whip in this one. I colored that one in here. Yeah, so it looks like this one has a few colored images. It's a little more used than the others. But hey, you want to finish my whips? Go for it. But this is also in the Destash. I've always wanted to color this one, so I really am going to print this one on the paper I like. But yeah, I've already repurchased this one in PDF format, so now I don't have to fuss with the paper. Whew. Okay, so these are two new ones. Now, I had shown flip throughs. They just had a printing error. but the pages are fine. But this is like her winter darlings. So again, I bought this one as a PDF now. So I have some funky covers, but I haven't actually purchased these, sorry, I haven't colored in these because they're brand new to me, but I repurchased the PDF this morning. So there's that one. And then this is her latest release. On Amazon, it says Fairies Volume 2, I think. But like I did in my flip through, it had a funky printing issue. But what I did is I repurchased the PDF version. So now I'm giving away this one because I have the PDF. So I can print the PDF on the paper I like. I just don't like fussing with Create Space paper. I don't know. Now, the two that I just showed you with the X's were printed by Lulu. That's her publisher. And Lulu's paper is actually a little bit nicer than Create Space paper. So this paper is a little smoother than the Create Space paper. Just FYI on that. So yeah, if you ever get one from Lulu, you'll actually enjoy the paper a little better. So yeah, there is that one. And then last one from Yana that I'm giving away is Whimsical Darlings. This is the Cute and Simple edition. Like I said, I'll remove all the tabs. But I did, oops, look at this. It's stuck together. There we go. Okay. So this is one of those ones where I prefer to do it with markers. Really cute. So I repurchased the PDF. So now I have this on PDF edition. But I mean, these images are so cute. It's just the Create Space paper is what keeps me from coloring them. Like, look at that. I would love to color that. I just would have to scan it, print it out. And even when I scan, there's something always that gets a little wacky with this scan. So that's why I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go rebuy these all as PDFs. And that is what I did. But I do have one in here that I already colored with markers. So I'm going to hold on to that one. I need to finish the background on that one. So that is it for Yana. Okay. All right. So next on the Destash list, these are very expensive books. So the reason I am giving these away, you had an advertisement? There shouldn't be any mid-roll advertisements going on. Yeah, it's set to not have any advertisements. So sorry if you have advertisements because it's not supposed to. Okay. So these two I am giving away. Now, I repurchased the US edition of these books. This is Rhapsody in the Forest and Monument de Bonheur. But I like the paper in the US editions. So I'm going to give away the originals. Now, if we're looking at Rhapsody in the Forest, some flip throughs. These are pretty cute images. I just don't like the paper. The paper's got something funky going on. I don't know. But I love the images. I absolutely do. It's just the paper always turns me off. I've tried several different pencils and I'm just not a fan. I think this is a paper that requires a lot of light layer love. So if you enjoy light layers, then you'll enjoy this book. Like I really want to do this one for fall. So I'm going to do it in my US edition book. So this one's pretty fun. But like I said, I already have the US editions of these. I like the paper in them. So this one does have one that I started. I literally started this page because I wanted to color this these suitcases. I tried Pablo's and they were okay, but I don't think I've colored anything else in this one. But yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful book. It's just the paper. Something's funky with the paper. All right, and then in Menuet de Bonheur, we have, I know I've colored one image in here, but again, these are really cute images. If you were to go buy these, you're gonna spend like 30 something bucks a book. So you'll get these for free in the Destash, but if you win. But like I said, yeah, the paper, I don't know. You just got to be down to layer. So this is the one that I did color in this book. This was with the ink tints. Oh my gosh, ink tints do horrible on this paper, by the way. Look at that. So just FYI. But I think that's the only one that's colored in there. So yeah, both of these are in the Destash. And I will just use my US edition ones and be a happy, happy camper. I mean, I love the covers and stuff of these versions way more than the US edition. But the thing is I have both editions and these ones aren't getting touched. And they might as well go to a home where they're going to get used, is how I look at it. Okay. Let me pop my chat back up. Okay. All right. So the next one is actually a book that is pretty expensive to get as well. And I have not touched this. Yeah, chat's moving really fast, so I'm going to miss a lot, but is what it is. Okay, so this is Tales from the Stars. I had purchased this, I think from Cool Craft Books when I was doing a haul. So I have not touched this in a year. Great paper, great book, but I just don't find myself dying to color it. I don't know why. But I'd rather it go to a home where it's going to get used and colored in. So just make sure when you're listing books that you want when you enter the giveaway. I mean, please enter for books you're actually going to color in. That's kind of the point of this Destash. I'm giving away some books that are, cheaper, some books that are very expensive. And that's just because I don't like seeing them sit on my shelf. But yeah, every time I pick up this book, I'm like, oh, it's so beautiful. The paper's lovely. I just don't want to color it. Like, I don't find myself feeling passionate to color this at all. And it's been over a year. You can see some examples of what people have colored. So that's why this will be in the Destash pile. I will warn you, because we're doing the medium shipping boxes. If you pick some of these books that are a bit longer than the square medium, these will have to go in the longer medium. So you won't be able to put as many books in your box. That said, it's mostly more expensive books that won't fit in the square one. So you'll still be getting a pretty good selection of books for cheaper. Okay. I have this super cute one from Color It. Now, I actually really like Color It books, but I've got way too many because they send them to me all the time. And I really love their mandalas and everything. This inspiration one is super cute. It does have the spiral binding and nice paper, but it's just that I want to, I just don't have any desire to do these. I'm not really into quotes. I don't know. I'm just not. Quotes don't make me go, oh, yeah, that's so true. Let me think about my life. I don't know. But someone will love this because it's really cute. And as always, it has this super good quality paper. I can't remember if I did start a page in here. So there is one page that was started. But yeah, this is adorable if you enjoy like cute little quotes and inspirational type things. So, I saw a question. So no, just you in chat, not in chat, in comments after the stream, comment about what was your favorite book, or what book out of this entire Destash would you really like to get your hands on. Again, the official entry rules are in the description below, so please make sure you read those and follow those. If you do not follow the entry rules, you will be disqualified. So I just want to make sure you keep that in mind. So, all right. Next one is a Creative Haven one. This is called Year in Flowers. I bought this a year ago. I thought I would really color in it, but I didn't. So it has flowers for every month, hence the name. But yeah, no worries about that. Just read the description. That has all of the entry rules. I did go over it in the beginning of the stream, but I don't want to keep repeating them. So just read the description. And I think Nightbot should eventually spam the reminder. But yeah, so these are cute little flowers for every month. I haven't touched this one at all, so that's why I put it in the pile. But it's a really cute book. I don't know. It's not calling to me is what it is. Okay. I do have a Jade Summer book. Now this is called Country Autumn. Don't worry about the tabbies. I'll remove those. It's a cute book, but again, it's on Create Space paper. They have a few landscapes near the back. But what I ended up doing is I just purchased the PDF version of this one. So now I'm happy. That's a lot of landscape pages. There is this one that I did color in it. Like I said, some of these are going to be used, so it's not like they're all untouched. But yeah, I don't think I colored many more in this one, but it's a really cute book. It's just I hate Create Space paper, so I went and oh nope, there's one more I colored. I went and repurchased books I like in PDF format, so it makes it easy. And then this is just another one I did color in this book. I think I used Black Widows. No, Starjoy, the original Starjoy, not the gold, because they actually work quite well on Create Space paper. But yeah, I did color that one, so. Okay. Yes, there is a sale on Amazon. I mean, you don't have to enter the giveaway. You can go buy them on Amazon. But this is just a Destash. All right, so the next one is Country Autumn by Coloring Book Cafe. I like this one, so I ended up and went and purchased the PDF edition because I just didn't like the Create Space paper because this is Create Space paper. But really cute autumn images. I just wanted it on paper I like. I wanted the whole thing on paper I like. I did color this one here. Wow, I have a thing for coloring trays, don't I? Just realized that. But this one is colored in there, so just keep that in mind. But I think that's the only one colored in this one. Quite possibly. Yeah, so just one colored in there. I will be leaving the colored pages in the book. I'm not going to be removing any pages I've colored, so you'll just get that page with it. I know I need to remember to sign them this time. I didn't last time. Okay, this is Delicious Food by Jade Summer. I like coloring food, but I couldn't color this one because I didn't like the Create Space paper. Oh, these are samples. Hang on. So I went and purchased the PDF edition. Now I can get back to enjoying this and coloring it. But yeah, so this is actually a really cute one from Jade Summer. Loads of food. But I just like, I like my paper and that's what I do. So The cake maker that likes the trays. True. You're advanced and still color in budget books. There's nothing wrong with coloring in budget books. I hope I didn't say that, because I don't, just because I'm replacing these because these are on Create Space paper doesn't mean that I'm like looking down at people who use Create Space paper. Just FYI on that. I just don't like it. And I feel all of us colorists are allowed to have a preference, and not that's fine. I don't judge anyone. I know people that love these Create Space paper books. I just don't. So I have switched to the PDF version, and I am now, if I have it now in PDF, I can print it on the paper I like, and then I can give you guys the physical copy. So yeah, I hope no one's taking that as me looking down. I just don't like Create Space paper, and I'm pretty sure anyone who's watched my channel long enough knows that by now. Okay, so we have, next is the Autumn Dreamlings. This is Edwina McNam. I went and purchased the PDF edition. There are some pages in here that are colored. This is also Create Space. So how her books work is half of it has a blacked out background, and then the other half has a white background. So that's how her books are. They're really cute. I colored this one. This was with Inktense. I tried Inktense in a Create Space paper book. This one's also colored in this one. That was with Castle Art. I just do quick flip throughs, but this also was colored with Inktense. Surprisingly, I did a lot of Inktense in this one. I was on an Inktense kick. Oh, this was Crayola. I was trying to be not autumn colors. So, but yeah, here's the white background. So this one had like, what, 4 or 5 images colored in it. So yeah, still cute. You get 2 copies of each image though. So one on a white background, one in a black. So that is Autumn Dreamlings. Hi to everyone coming in. If I missed you, sorry. There's a lot of people in chat. All right. So I have Mandalas for Peace. This is by Karen Sue Chen. Now, I normally keep all my mandala books, but I ended up with 2 copies of this one, so I'm giving away one of the copies. It is also on Create Space paper, but that doesn't normally bug me when it comes to mandalas because I use gel pens and alcohol markers, and I'm not really going in for anything fancy. So, ooh, that's a pretty one. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, this one is going to be in the Destash pile. I just ended up with 2 copies. Get one of the other copies for free. But yeah, so that's Mandalas for Peace from Karen Sue Chen. Ooh, the pile over there is getting ugly. Okay. So the next one is Astro Inklings. I really wanted to enjoy these books by Tanya Bond. I think, again, it was just a paper issue because these are all super cute, but I'm just sticking to her Etsy now and calling it a day, and or buying her diamond paintings because she actually has quite a few diamond paintings. Well, I don't know if Karen Sue Chen uses nice paper in all her books because her mandala book is Create Space paper. So I'll definitely tell you that much. But yeah, it's not nice paper in that one. So maybe on her other books. I haven't tried any of her others. I just have that one. All right, so that's Astro Inklings. All right. And I've got some mini books here. Okay. Speaking of Inklings, I've got this mini Inklings one. I've had it for a year and I haven't colored in it. So hopefully one of you guys will enjoy it and give it some love because the art is actually really cute. But again, if it's sat on my shelf and I haven't colored it in a year, it needs to go to a better home. Okay, speaking of mini books, I have these two minis from Selena Fennick. I ended up just buying the PDF versions, so I no longer need these. I love pocket-sized books. I just, again, have problems with the Create Space paper, so now I'm just buying the PDF version of the pocket size and then just binding them, and then I can go on my way. So this is the Fadorables Mini 2. These are like super, super cute. They are just adorable little images. It's like, oh. It's funny because she has such a dark side and then she creates these like super cutesy little things, right? I gotta say, it's like a big change. Again, I ended up purchasing her PDF, so I no longer need this one here. All right, so this is Magical Minis, but this just has, these ones will be kind of hard. So if you're not good at like getting into the details, because these are a mini like pocket size book, they're pretty detailed for being pocket size. So just keep that in mind. If you like pick this one on your list, like when you fill out the Google form, it'll say to list some books. And that way I can like already grab what's available and then I'll show you like what's not out of your list if you know you're not the first place winner, because the first place winner will get all of their picks, but from there it's just based on what's left. But yeah, these are really cute. It's just paper. Tired of fighting paper. Okay. So you can't fill out the form for just one book. Well, I mean, I guess you can, but you'll have to still be okay paying shipping. And if you win, the whole point is, you know, like the first place winner will get to pick through all the books, and I'll fill their medium flat rate shipping box to the brim. And then once their, you know, box is full, I move on to second place and then they get to pick. So yes, there's fall. Is that like a bad thing? I keep seeing comments like, oh, fall again. Are we? I don't know. I actually enjoy fall. But what I did was this fall mandalas one, I just decided was not for me. I love mandalas. Oops, these are bonus pages. I just have decided I don't like the little caricature. Wow, can't speak. Those types. Yeah, fall is cozy. I like fall. But this is a cute one. It is, again, Amazon Create Space paper, but this wouldn't really matter if you tend to use the bullet nib, alcohol markers, gel pens, or if you just enjoy using your pencils on this. She's really talented. I kept her other mandala book because I just loved it, but I just wasn't feeling this one. Okay, let me take a drink of water. Okay, so I have another Demita Victoria. Oop, hang on. Some of these are all warped from sitting on my one little thing. Okay, so this is Jolly Winter. And again, I just sat there so long. She has a color swatch page in the back, test swatch. These are actually really cute, but it's just sat there not touched. And I think it's because I usually go for my Coco Wayo ones instead. And I think that's why this one didn't get much love. If you're coming into the stream late, just make sure you rewatch it back to see all the books. I did show some expensive books near the start of the stream, so you'll want to catch those because yeah, there's quite a few in this Destash. And I'm sorry, I wish I could sit there and list them all, but I would be here a long time. So that's the Jolly Winter. Okay. Whew. This one's all warped too. Okay, so we have from Jade Summer, the Chibi Girls, 100 plus pages. So this is 4 books in one. I purchased the grayscale edition of this also. So that's why I no longer need this one. Oh my gosh, this thing is a pain in the buns to flip. So this is line art. Black background though, so if you use markers, you know, there you go. But it's really cute. Actually, it's super cute. I love chibis, and oh, I must have started that page. So there's one page I started. But yeah, again, this book was the hardest to sit there and scan. Oh my gosh, it was so hard to scan this thing. My scans would always come out like a wee bit warped. So I have the grayscale version, and I'm probably going to also get the PDF one. Oh, so this one, here's an example. I scanned this page and then reprinted it on marker paper I like. So this page I'll actually be keeping because it's not in the book, but I usually always, when I scan a page, I store it in the book so I can remember where it came from. But yeah, that's kind of an example. I want to get away from having to scan and just print them off. It's easier for me. I do have the printer. I know not everyone has the printer, so not everyone can do PDF. But yeah, for me, I just prefer it, and I can, so that's where I'm going. This thing is a beast, by the way. This is thick. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my pile to not fall over on me. Okay. Now this book is super adorable. I actually really, really like this book. However, I was given the PDF version by the artist. So I am going to give away the printed copy to someone. But this is Rose and Her Friends by Evelyn. I'm going to butcher the last name, so not going to say it. Very cute book. This is actually like the better Create Space paper, so this isn't bad paper. But like I said, she sent me the PDF edition, so I don't need this printed version. But very beautiful images. No, the ink doesn't lift for me, but that's because I use a laser jet. If you use an inkjet, you're going to get lifting, especially if your inkjet's ink is water-based. So, and then I love how this book has some examples of colored images at the front. Really cute book. So that's in the pile. But yeah, if your ink is water-based, it will bleed, lift, etc. So keep that in mind. But I have a laser jet that I've had forever. They don't make my model anymore. And at first I was going to replace it once I ran out of toner, but then I was like, it's working fine. Why bother? Okay, so I have a Creative Haven Country Scenes. And this one is cute. It's on the Better Creative Haven book paper, by the way, so that's nice. It's very open line art, though. So, like, this is a book that you could easily trace onto watercolor paper if you wanted and turn it into a watercolor image because of the way the line art is done. That was kind of one of my images when I saw this book for the first time. But it's really cool. It's just, again, it's sat on my shelf for a year, and if it's not touched in a year, I try to you know, send it to a home where it will get some love. So yeah, that is the Creative Haven Country Scenes. Okay. Oh. All right, so I have these two super cutesy books that I do love these, but I just never color in them. So I'm like, okay, these need to go somewhere else. And maybe it's because I have too many mermaid books or something. I don't know. But I have the Little Mermaid Friends and Pretty Princess, both by Teresa Goodridge, who I adore. And these are fun. So these are printed a little differently. So they're both sided, unlike the usual Creative Haven ones. And they're really cute. But again, they've sat on my shelf for a year and I haven't touched them. So they need to go to a home before next Mermaid so that someone can take advantage. So that's the Little Mermaid ones. And then the Pretty Princess one, this one's so freaking cute. So, I mean, look at this. Isn't this adorable? Oh, it's so cute. Bye, PJB. Like, these are adorable. It's just, like I said, every time I go to pick it up to color it, I'm like, oh, I don't feel like coloring anything, even though I love the images in here. It's the weirdest thing ever. It's like I love the images, but I don't love them enough to color them. Does that make sense to anybody? I don't know. It's like the weirdest thing to say because I'm like, I love this book. Look, she's baking. I don't know. Something about it. But yeah, so we have those two in the Destash pile. All right. I do have these two new ones from Rachel Mintz. Now, I have the PDF versions of these books because Rachel Mintz sends me a lot of goodies. So I asked them if I could just get the PDF edition so that I could print on what I want to print on. So I have the ice cream houses and cupcake fairies. I did a giveaway not too long ago for all of these things, but this one is just ice cream houses, just like the title says. Now, these are AI images. However, Rachel Mintz has no problem disclosing that to everyone. They make it incredibly clear that they are AI. And if you couldn't tell, you can tell they're AI, but they are open about it. So I give them props to that. They're like, hey, we didn't make these. We did these with AI. So there is that one. And then the Cupcake Fairies one is actually pretty cute. Like I said, some of these you're just like, oh, that's just so stinking cute. But yeah, so I do have the PDFs of these now, so I can give away these. And these are Create Space paper, but pretty cute images. I mean, some look a little wacky because of the AI. Like, I mean, she looks like, I guess she's stuck in the cupcake. I don't know. But it happens. So this one's actually one I really like. It's just, one thing about AI is like you'll have varying gray scale and line art. Like the weight of the lines don't match up. So yes, Brooke. Brooke won a physical copy in that giveaway. Oh, I'm glad it got there because I was about to ask you if the team sent it to you. Because like, hey. So I'm glad that happened. Okay. So I have a couple Molly Harrison ones. Now, just like Yana Prosperina, I love Molly Harrison, but what I ended up doing is I just repurchased all of hers on the PDF format. So that is why now I am giving away the book version because I've got the PDF books. So this one is Whimsical Winter Wonderland. And this is the line art edition. Some of hers are line art, some are grayscale. I'm a Patreon with her. Love her art. But yeah, I ended up just going and repurchasing the PDF versions of these. And it made it easier for me. Yeah, I just prefer to print, especially because of her dark grayscale images when I scan them, because I don't like Create Space paper. When I scan them and then reprint them, they look quite wonky. So next we have the Halloween and Autumn coloring book. This one is super, super cute. This image is actually a diamond painting, and I think it's a kitten clatter one too. But yeah, really cute stuff. Like I said, I just ended up buying the PDF version so that I can put them on the paper I want. Because some of these I want to do in pencil, some I want to do in marker, and I just am tired of messing around. Like, I basically have to break the spine, pull apart the books, scan them, and I just don't have the sanity for it anymore. But I know a lot of you love Create Space paper and you don't mind it. And kudos to you for not minding it. Truly, I wish I could be that way. It's just, I am who I am, I guess. Mystical Autumn. This is one of my favorite books from her. So I made sure that I was able to grab this PDF before I put this in the pile. I even emailed Molly. I was like, is this the right one? So, yeah, I love this. Now, this is a grayscale one, but it is so beautiful. I did keep my 100 grayscale image ones from her. That, even though it's Create Space paper, I kept that book just because I wasn't quite sure I was ready to part with that one. I'm dying to color this image, so I need to print it out. But yeah, so that is Mystical Autumn. Okay. This is the Autumn Fantasy, again, another grayscale, I think. No, line art, my bad. This one is super adorable. Now I think you get 2 images. Yeah, you get 2 images of each in this one. I've colored this one actually on a live stream. Yep, I have volume 1 and 2. They may end up in another Destash pile. I don't know if I get the PDF version of those ones, but for now I'm keeping them. But it's the paper. It's the paper. Okay. All right. So next I have Creative Haven Christmas Trees. Who's the artist for this one? Lanza? So I actually really like this book. It's just I'm not going and reaching for it enough. So it's just all Christmas trees. There is going to be a tree that I've colored in there. So I think there's actually another tree in here. But they're all themed and they're actually really cute. And this paper, by the way, is the nice Creative Haven paper. So it was before they switched to that funky printer nastiness. But tons of trees if you want to color them for Christmas. Look at that, like a spring themed one. Maybe I only colored one in here. I don't know. Lots of trees though, and different themes. I mean, you got the cupcake one. Yeah, I only did one. Huh. I thought I did more, but that will be in the destash pile. I should take a picture of this pile on my floor. I had them in a nice, neat stack on this side of my desk. And on this side, I'm just kind of like throwing them over there so I can grab the next one. And it's just ridiculous. Oh my. Okay. Okay, I have 2 Coco Wyos in the pile, and that is because I reached out to Coco Wyo and asked if I could get these in PDF format, and they sent them to me. So I was able to destash these books because, like I said, Create Space paper and I just don't get along. But this first one is the Cupcakes coloring book. Oops. It's really freaking cute. It's got a like kawaii chibi thing going on, but it's freaking adorable. I love it. But I've got the PDF now, so I can print it. I want to do markers. This is definitely something I would color with markers. But yeah, so this is now in the pile. It is cute. It is super cute. Okay. So don't leave your comment about what books you want in chat. Entries are after the live stream is over. I just want to make sure everyone keeps that in mind. Definitely please read the description for how to enter the Destash giveaway. Okay, Sweetie Lands. I was able to get a PDF edition of this one, so I can part ways with it, and it is actually really cute. If you like coloring food items, I guess, but I think it's super cute. It is on Create Space paper, but I like Cocowayo how they do black backgrounds and then often black backgrounds here as well. So it's like saves you the hassle, but yeah, this is just a fun one. Again, something I would probably color with markers, so I was happy I could get the PDF edition instead. I've noticed they're slowly adding more PDFs to their Etsy store as well. These were not on the Etsy store at the time, so I had asked them if there was any chance I could snag it, and they were kind enough to oblige. So yeah, right now, if you want a PDF version of Cocowayo, they do have some on their Etsy store, not all. I do have to, it says to comment in the live stream. No. Oh, I meant on the live stream chat. Let me leave that. Let me fix that. Comment after. There, it's fixed now. Okay, now we have a couple more books. But yeah, Cocowayo does not have them all on whatchamacallit, all on their Etsy yet. Okay. So I have the Magical Nature Night Mandalas. This is from Color Ya. I really love their books. They've got the spiral binding as well, similar to Color It. Great paper. I just decided these mandalas weren't my mandala style. So that's why I've put it in the Destash pile. They all have, see, like, this isn't really a mandala to me. They all have black backgrounds because it's night themed. But I mean, you can sit there and color these with whatever you want, marker, what have you, because it's good paper. Very nice thick cardstock. So this will be in the Destash pile. But these weren't really traditional mandalas or I mean, that's not even a mandala, but I don't know. It was just my thinking. So, but yeah, I did test on the blotter page some glitter paints, so you will have that on there. If you're curious, this is the Color Shift paint, the Chameleon. It worked great. This was some sort of Mod Podge glitter. I don't remember what that one was, but those will be on there. Okay. Ooh. All right. Next, I have Hannah Lynn's latest book. Now, the reason I'm giving this away is because I have the one on the upgraded paper, and then I also have the PDF version, so I don't really need another version. And speaking of Hannah Lynn, I am going to be purchasing PDFs of all of the books I have for her. Not this month, because I spent this month mostly on Yana, Prosperina, and Molly Harrison. But I will be doing that probably within the next couple months, repurchasing all of hers that are on Create Space paper in either PDF or artist edition format, And then I will be giving away my Create Space versions because I end up usually scanning these anyway. So this is her latest one, the Fierce and Fancy Fantasy Faces. Holy crap. Say that 5 times fast. Now this does have grayscale or line art. You get both in here. They're really cute images. Again, it's just the Create Space paper, so that's why I bought the PDF. And then when I realized, oh, she's got one on the upgraded paper, I bought that. And then I was like, okay, why do I have so many copies of this book now? So that it said, this one is not colored in at all. And then eventually I will be destashing all of my Hannah Lynn books. I own all of them once I replace them all with PDFs. So yeah, that will be in the stash. I'm just saying that I've replaced quite a few of my books with PDF versions. So that's why the physical copies are now being given away. Okay, 3 more. All right, so this one I got, it was either Cool Craft book or 70 East books. I needed enough shipping, or I needed enough to make the shipping worth it. So I had added this book to my cart, and it's actually really pretty, but I have zero desire to color it. Now, this is really good paper, and it is a very pretty book. They take up less, yeah, PDFs take up less physical space, but man, do they really crimp your Google Drive. So, I don't know. It's a trade-off. But the thing is I do, print out my PDF books and then I put them in a little binding. But yeah, so this book is really cute. It also has the paper similar to Rhapsody in the Forest, so that type of paper. So keep that in mind if you choose this one. But beautiful images. I mean, gorgeous artwork. Like I said, I had put it in my cart to make the shipping worthwhile, and I haven't colored in it. And I think it's partially because of the paper. I know I don't like this style of paper, but it's it's not cheap paper. It's just something weird, something wacky. So yeah, that one is, I don't know. It's a fairy tale book. I just put them all on my Dropbox, and I just keep expanding my Dropbox. Okay. Vintage My Room is another one I had picked up, and I have not touched it since I bought it. So I have decided to put it in my destash. I was kind of on the fence about that one because I do like a lot of things about this book. You can get it on Amazon, but you know what? I think it's because it sort of reminds me of Johanna Basford's style. And then I told myself, well, if I'm going to, if I like Johanna Basford, why not just color her books? So this one is in the pile now. It's Vintage My Room. Gorgeous, gorgeous paper. It even has some like coloring little doodads. The imagery is like Johanna Basford and Erie had a baby. I don't know. It's really cute. It's just, I don't ever find myself wanting to color in it. So again, that's why I decided it needs to go on the pile, because there are some books I have on pre-order that I really want to get, and my bookshelf is crammed. So it was time to destash a lot of books. But yeah, I do think someone will love this. This will go to a good home. Beautiful artwork, though. I really think it's just, and it's interesting because some pages are like have a gray background, so it's kind of interesting. But I don't know. I could keep books simply for collecting, and there's some books that I would, but I just want this one to go somewhere where it will be colored. But yeah, it's really pretty. It wasn't too badly priced, but it wasn't like cheap either. Okay. All right. Last but not least is a book by Ellie Marks. This is Victoriana. Now, you can get her books printed, and she'll even sign them for you. And they're spiral bound, and they're on a nice smooth cardstock. But what happened was she sent me two two at once. So I am giving one away because I don't need 2 copies. So this is her book, nice and spiral bound. Even the cover is thick. The only thing is you'll have to deal with the fact that it's been autographed for me, but the paper is freaky thick. Okay, here's the test your colors page, and like just listen to how thick that paper is. So she has some adorable images, and I ended up with 2 of these. So yeah, one lucky winner will get one of these. They're not too badly priced on her Etsy, but I mean, these aren't like a $10 book either. So it's not watercolor paper. It's cardstock, but it is very thick. It's not watercolor paper though. It's very smooth. So keep that in mind if you're not a fan of super smooth pages. I mean, each one has this little thing here and then really cute line art, but check her out on Etsy. She has some really cool books. But yeah, ooh, man, it belongs to page. The paper is so thick, like you can't even flip through it. So that is the pile of books. Took me an hour to go through. I don't know how many are back there. But again, how this is going to work is you need to read the description because that has the entry rules. Once the live stream is over, you'll leave a comment in under the live stream. I think that's where my wording got messed up. You'll leave a comment about your favorite book and the book that you really, really want. Just one. You don't have to name all of them. There is a Google form linked that you will need to fill out that will have your name, address, or not address, email address so I can reach out to you. And then also it just asks that you agree to pay the shipping of the flat rate box. Now, again, the flat rate box will be stuffed to the brim. We did this, I think, a year ago. And yeah, I want to say like 10-ish books fit in a box. You get a lot of books for the whopping $17 you're paying in shipping. I just can't afford to ship every single box, but it will be US only, so I have all the rules about that. And then, of course, the first person who wins gets pick of the litter. Like, they'll get to pick through everything. And then second place winner I'll look at the list of what you've put in the form. And then I'll also send you an email and say, hey, this is what is left. So that you can, like, substitute if your choices. And then we just keep going down the list till all of them are gone. And again, it's just till your box is full. So if you pick a thicker box, you may not get as many books, whereas people who like go with the thinner books tend to stash more. But the bottom line is, please just pick books that you're actually going to color, not resell on Etsy, or not Etsy, eBay. I want these to go to a home where they're actually going to be colored, and because I've spent time either purchasing them and showing them or whatever, and I would hate for them to just go to waste. That's why they're coming off of my shelf and going to you guys. So the winners will be picked by random. I'm using a random number generator. So just make sure you read the description for the entry rules. Leave your comment after the stream, not in chat. After the stream in the comments. And that way that is part of your entry, but you must do the comment and the form or you will be disqualified. and I'll adjust the wording on the comment because I think that's screwing a few people up. But if you have any questions, you can always leave a comment with a question, and then I will just, pin it to the top so people can see the answer. But just make sure you do your entry comment and everything like that. And yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really appreciate everything you guys have done, so helping support my channel. And, a lot of these books I purchased myself, or they've been sent to me by artists, and I'm always super grateful for either being able to afford a new book or just getting a free book. But regardless, it's, the support from you guys that helped me do this, and so I want to give back as best as I can by giving you guys books that I can't use. So I hope everyone has a wonderful Father's Day, because that's what it is today. And until next time, everyone, take care. Bye now.